Hi, welcome back to the Mike Gormley Show with our special guest, Johnny Vatos from Oingo Boingo, former members. Um, what are you listening to these days, John, besides, of course, Oingo Boingo? What's the music that's catching your attention?
Well, I love jazz, and I love the Wynton Marsalis Jazz Center Orchestra. They're incredible. I love the a couple of great big bands from England, WDR, and all kinds of great big band music. The latest the latest heartthrob that's just smitten me out of my mind is this beautiful singer who's going to be doing a residency in May in Los Angeles. Her name is Veronica Swift, and she's like 29 years old. She sings like a bird. Her mother was a jazz singer. Her dad was a famous jazz piano player. She grew up in jazz festivals all over the world. Did her first album when she was 9 years old, and I just saw her perform about 3 weeks ago and fell in love with her. She's
Veronica
so
Swift.
Veronica Swift.
An interesting last name these days.
She sings like a bird, has totally control of her pipes, and she's branching out, and she can sing like Janis Joplin.
Really?
I I'm very difficult. I'm very jaded. This lady is amazing. I'll email you a
Oh,
couple of
I'd love
her
to hear
tracks.
that. I'd love to hear
She's
that.
amazing. I listen to a lot of jazz, and I love jazz drummers, and I just, yeah, man, I'm always enjoying myself.
Did you ever study classical music? Is that part of your world to some degree?
Yeah, I was when I was through high school till I was about 19, 20. I played
You were in
with
high school until you were 19 or 20.
or until 19, and then from like 17 to for about those 3 or 4 years, I would play with the Huntington Park Symphony, I was in the LA Junior Philharmonic in high school, and so I did orchestral things, and I didn't like it. You know,
Uh,
I just I did it to learn how to do it, but I didn't really I wasn't really I didn't really like sitting there counting.
when I was in high school, they tried to put me on kettle drums, and I think I played them once, and there was just no life to it. There was no
No,
soul. I watch now. You'll some great orchestras, and that percussion is in the back. There's actually some really great
beautiful.
percussive, parts, but
And I have to give a shout out when we're talking percussion. I have to give a shout out. I honestly have to say, Danny Elfman has written the best percussion concerto ever written in my lifetime.
really,
His percussion concerto to me is breathtaking, and I can't wait to hear it again. It's written for one soloist and three accompanying percussionists, 42-piece orchestra, and it's irreverent, incredible, and just one of the greatest percussion pieces I've ever
where
heard.
is it? Where can it be heard?
Well, I keep bugging him. He hasn't recorded it yet, but certain they've played it, in Europe. I heard it played down in Orange County at one of his premieres, and it's just an amazing piece of music. So yeah, percussion's a whole nother thing, and
Oh
man,
yeah.
it's because I
There's
have
so
my
much more to it than anybody realizes. There's so
sure.
many variations.
I still have my marimba and my vibes, and my orchestra bells and xylophone, and you know
You just got them.
I just got them. I don't I just jam on them a little bit and we'll go put them in the corner.
Yeah, yeah. Where do you have a rehearsal space, or this is all piled in your garage,
No,
or what?
no, I have to have a rehearsal space.
Yeah.
So it's big. So I got a couple of rooms with different drums and all the different things I'm working on all the time.
DW had great commercial space, but there were halfway to Santa Barbara, I think is where
Oh
they.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Don goes, yeah, John, come on up. You can hang out at DW. I'm like, oh my God, that's a 2 hour drive one way for me.
easily, yeah. And we were talking about Boingo and even the very early days, Mystic Nights and so on. Did anything about all of that ever embarrass you? Was it kind of weird for you maybe at the beginning or something?
No, no,
No.
no. I'm I'm not easily embarrassed. I know I'm in the entertainment industry, and if I'm also very selfish. So my selfishness is if I think I'm going to be embarrassed, if I think I'm doing something that's foolish, I'm the first to go, I'm out of here. I don't put up with anything. But if I'm there, I'm there, I'm like,
And I wasn't
yeah,
referring musically, but just what you guys did when you were uh, street
right.
entertainers.
No,
But
but
earlier you did say it was a lot of fun, but I often wondered if some particular outfit or some particular thing you had to do was like, nah, I don't want to do that.
no, because I was, like I said, I totally love the whole concept of theater and vaudeville, and I love all those things and all these jokes. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say something. Well, I'm going to make sure that you come in here right now, and we've got it going on, and you're not going to believe how good it's going to be. I've been down that whole routine,
Yeah.
when I watch TV and stuff. It's I'm totally into it, and I really enjoyed the fact that we would do songs like hold tight. We used to start out with Avalon about here. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. Did I mind putting on a monkey outfit or changing into a tuxedo or doing all that?
Whatever it is.
I love that.
All right.
Okay, and here's I hate to pull the race card on you, but they don't ask Mexicans very often to come. ¿Quieres a tocar con los otros? Which means, hey, you want to come play with us? I'm like, okay. So my mom helped me with my voices because she said, when you speak Spanish, hable como es un mexicano. But when you speak English, sound like you speak English. So I modeled my voice after somebody that worked at Disneyland, and the rest is history.
That's a great thing to have that two languages or more, that's just pretty special to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm a lucky guy.
And you don't hear a lot of Mexican sound in your music. You haven't drawn too much from that, right?
Right. But I do, and I am, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's all a hybrid soup. And
Well, John, it's been great to have you here. It's gone by so fast, I can't believe it. But we're gonna close out the conversation and just people, you get a chance to go see Oingo Boingo former members. It's a beautiful show, and you'll dance like crazy, you'll laugh like crazy, and it's just a one big good time. Then a lot of it has to do with our guest here today. John's kept the music alive, and we thank you for that.
thank you, man.
All right, well, it's Mike Gormley's show signing off, and we'll see you again soon. Our guest, Johnny Vatos. Great to have you here. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks, Mike. See you soon.
Bye bye.